Greetings, programs. Welcome back to my City of Heroes Let's Play. My name's Jack. This is my chosen hero, Sybil Liberty. You'll have to excuse the fact that everything's blue right now. It's nighttime in the game server, and therefore everything's kind of muted. When last we left, I had cut the video off early because my voice was going south really quickly. It is now 24 hours later. My throat is a lot better, but I have to tell you, I do indeed have a head cold, and yay, isn't this fun. So if it sounds like I'm a little congested, it's because I've got a nose full of crap. Anyway, when last we left, the mission was find instructions left behind by the skulls. Look through 3 or more areas for the skulls instructions. So we're going to go ahead and start that now. Jumping. Who's got the super leap? I've got the super leap. Alright. That looks like an oil barrel, not instructions. That's weird. Okay, that's the one. We have Hellions here and a glowy. You go take care of that one first. Pun your problems, as usual. We're going to run over here. Now, this is part of the Christmas event. Basically, there are, in addition to special missions you can do when you go to Pocket D and talk to Father Time, you can go around the city and you'll find these glowing giant giants. Now, you can either get a reward or you can face a monster. So let's see what happens. Ah. It is nice of the frostlings to glow like that, isn't it? Okay. Now let's continue with the mission. These, by the way, are exploration plaques. They do have lore in them. You know, 1937, the park was host to mini candlelight vigil in support of Maiden Justice, who was facing down a civil suit brought on by some thugs she had apprehended, who claimed actions were illegal. Citizens from around the city would gather here in support of the proposed Citizens Crime Fighting Act. The candles symbolize the heroes of the city, those bright lights who beat away the darkness. There you go. Anyway, if you get the right combinations of these plaques, you do earn badges. Okay, and here we have a box. We click on it to see what's what. Now, the honest truth is, it's always the third box. Always. It just is. It's the way they've got it planned out. It's always the third box. Okay, speak with Deborah Rosenfeld in Atlas Park. I need to go up there. Okay, here's Deborah Rosenfeld. A hero! What are you doing here? Wait, you found my note? You're not seriously considering joining the skulls, are you? No, I'm trying to get to the bottom of all this. Oh, oof. Well, that's perfect. I'm trying to do the same. I think this is actually going to work out much better than I thought. I was going to convince whoever came here to get me information from inside that building, but with you here, I have a better idea. Okay, what is it? Deborah Rosenfeld hands you a small device with a monitor on it. I've got a small camera hidden in my jacket. I'd like for you to monitor me while I go inside that building to get some answers. If they start to get suspicious and come after me, I'm counting on you to come in and get me. I figure with this, I can get you the information you need to stop the scrolls? Oh yeah, scrolls. Shape-changing aliens, apparently. Stop the skulls without them knowing about it. When you're ready, go to the nearby building and you can monitor my progress from there. Alright, but be careful. Go inside the nearby building to monitor Deborah Rosenfeld's meeting. And the nearby building is over there. But there are some hellions in between, so Let's punch our problems, as always. Punch, punch, punch our problems. Now, I do like the fact that there are actual storylines in this game. And some of the storylines are really interesting. Some of them are less so, but, you know, they're not that bad. You're awesome. Thank you. Okay, let's go into the building. Confront the Skull Leader in the office complex. Rubber banding's a thing. There's the Skull Leader. I recognize you. A reporter from the Paragon Times. What are you doing here? I saw your recruitment flyers. I'm interested in joining with all of you. Oh, so you see the family the Skulls has, do you? Word must be spreading if we can even convince a high and mighty reporter to give up their job to come join us. That or things are even worse with the rich people here in Paragon. How can you provide for all of us? Are you robbing grocery stores for food? Grocery stores? No, that's small time, lady. Now I'm not going to blab on what our secrets are. Let's just say Skulls have a bountiful supply of food and water that we just happened to find. If you want to help us out, help us out more, you can start spreading the word to the people in Hyperion who are trying to kick us out. You do that, and you got yourself a surefire ticket to a supply stash. I'll see what I can do. Talk to you soon. Get out of the office complex. So, back we go. So he's got a bountiful supply. People are starving. He's got a bountiful supply. But he's not robbing grocery stores. And we click the door. And out we go. I need to go talk to Sandra Costell again. And she's way the heck over there. The trick to using Super Leap is the moment the character starts to descend, you take your thumb off the jump button. That way you can press it again when you hit the ground and just launch yourself again. Okay, Sandra Costell. You know, I never liked reporters until today. Deborah Rosenfeld is great. I'm relieved to know that it was the Skulls that were stealing the supplies and not Ice Drone. I think we are almost through this civil liberty. We just need to remember that there's a reason for all of this, that it's somehow for us right. That's what I learned in Galaxy Incident. Cygnus Hospital, where I worked, was one of the first to be hit by the meteors. I would have been in there if it wasn't for the fact that I had to take a walk to calm down after I lost one of my patients. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here today. That's what I was trying to remember when these horrible things happen. That has to be a way for that this is for us, even if we can't see it. So let's just see how exactly the whole situation with the Skulls is going to work out. Ask about available missions. Well, it's time to put my whole "this is all for a good reason" to the test. One of my friends just texted me that the Skulls are openly attacking people in Hyperion Way. It seems like a group of people were trying to get together to warn everybody about the Skulls. They said Deborah Rosenfeld was trying to get word out about what they were doing. The people in Hyperion Way need a hero, Civil Liberty, someone to make a stand, to show the Skulls that they can't use them for their own ends. I'll make sure the Skulls don't get away with this, Sandra. That's very epic and dramatic, isn't it? I knew you'd say that, Civil Liberty. Maybe this is why all of this is happening. Hyperion Way has always been a jaded place. They were hit hardest by the Hallowing, when the nearby neighborhood of Eastgate was devastated. We had to pick ourselves up and recover. Almost all the efforts were going to fixing the neighborhood of Eastgate. The people here tend to believe that no one is going to help them, that you can only believe in yourself, or worse, that people are just here to use them. We're going to show them that there is someone looking out for them, that they can put their faith in other people, that there was someone out there who isn't trying to just use them. Okay, Stop the skull attacks. 0 out of 5 people attacked. And it's back this way. So. Bump, bump, ba-dum, bump. Yes, I know, that's Mission Impossible. I probably shouldn't hum the Mission Impossible theme. We'll get copyright striked. Copyright struck? What is the right terminology there? Is it striked? No, it would be struck, wouldn't it? Clearly. One thing I want to do is I want to turn my experience points back on. Prompts. Disable earning XP, earn XP, apply now. Alright. Punching the problems, punching the problems. We can solve all problems by punching it hard enough. Just said Gunner. Guess why they call her that? If you guessed because she has a skull mask and she uses a machine gun, you'd be right. Okay, and we need to rescue 4 more people. This woman I'm rescuing looks like she's standing in the middle of an ice storm. She's shivering so much. Okay, that's 2. This will be number 3. Yes, I saw them coming, so. Super Leap is a great equalizer. Most travel powers are great equalizers. This is number 4, and I need number 5. One, them or them. You know what? Let's do this one. Excuse me for being so quiet. It's just, you know, number 1, my throat isn't 100% still, and number 2, there wasn't a lot to say. Put a stop to the scrolls operation in Hyperion Way. So we have a door mission. Door missions are missions that are behind doors. That's why they call them that. It's pretty obvious when you think about it, as opposed to open world missions, which are the ones that just happen at locations. You see, there's another Christmas present for the event. They're all around the zone. Loading screen. While we load, I'm going to get a quick drink of water. Alright. Plenty of time on the timer. And the game is not moving for some reason. Ah, here we go. After you do enough for a contact, they'll give you their cell phone number, which saves you running to the contact or to get or turn in missions. Yes, this is true. Okay, the skulls are keeping the food supplies for Hyperion Way somewhere in this warehouse. It was a store outside. It was a store, but it's a warehouse inside. Isn't that funny? Time to stop their operations, give the people what they deserve. Not as funny as an apartment building turning into a warehouse, but kind of funny, and I bet you it's bigger on the inside. Oh, hey. Hi, Ice Drone. Put a stop to the skulls operation, find the supplies, take out any skulls guarding them. And this is Ice Drone. Ice Drone's a level 5. Okay, this is an elevator, so... There we go. Rubber banding happens. All right. Doesn't look like it matters, so I'm going to go to the left. Oh, hello. It's another bad guy. That happens a lot of times where you'll go into a door mission and you'll enter a complex that is just illogically large for the building that you saw on the outside. It's just makes no sense for this to be able to fit into that building unless there's, somebody once joked that all of Paragon City has been designed by Doctor Who because, it's bigger than the inside. I got to tell you, I can't totally dispute that. Ice drone. Okay, this guy is a level 5 and he's lieutenant, so he's orange. This is going to be a bit tougher a fight. Hero, what are you doing here? Well, I'm beating you up right now. To have been obvious, I think. What am I doing here? Well, what am I doing here? I'm punching face. Ah, there we go. You're poking your nose in dangerous territory, Civil Liberty. You can't stop our operation. The skulls have more support than you can dream of. You'll never catch me or stop us. You hear me? Well, that sounds spooky. Catch the skull leader. Well, obviously I'm meant to go through this door. Okay. Steam tunnels. All right. Now, there is a small problem with using the steam tunnels, and that is that I think I've explained previously that I have a form of color blindness called cone monochromacy. And basically what it means is that while I can see color, I can't tell similar shades. And if everything is the same color, like say gray fog, I can't tell what's going on at all. Take down Bonebreaker. Oh, I don't see Bonebreaker anywhere. No Bonebreaker here. Oh, up. Hello, Bonebreaker. Bye-bye. I warned you, you can't stop the inevitable. Your time in Paragon City is over. Stopping me won't halt what's coming. Well, okay, maybe. Head out the back. Head back out to Atlas. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is the door. Loading screen. Time for another drink of water. Again, I'm sorry for being so quiet. It's just, to be honest, what am I supposed to talk about with a loading screen? I can talk about the stories, how I like the stories, but I've already mentioned some of those. The early stories, a lot of them are really grindy. You know, go here, defeat this many people, click on this particular glowy whatever it is, that kind of thing. Now, it was very interesting that I ended up like miles and miles away from where I was originally, just by going underneath the city. Now, while I am supposed to be going back to Sandra Castell, as you can see, I am going to stop off at Ms. Liberty and level myself up. Because that's what you do, right? Okay. I'm going to put one each in the attack powers. Oh, something that I can show you. Let's see, new contact, studio manager. Oh yay, A&E. I really don't want to talk to him. Twin shot. I'll talk to her. Okay, I don't want to talk to the studio manager. I just don't. I probably will do it anyway just because. But anyway, I wanted to check on something. This is the command. The whoall command is the command you can tell who else is in this server. There's one other person on this map. It's a guy named Stardust Knight. That's cool. Okay, now on to Sandra. I can call her. Civil Liberty, you did it. Officials from the government are distributing all the supplies you found. Bonebreaker and the rest of his gang are going to be put away for a very long time. The people you rescued from the skulls are already talking about everything you've done to help out our neighborhoods, and you bet I am too. I don't know how much this will change things, but people will have to notice someone taking a stand for them here. We still haven't had a lot of work to do here, but you've helped us all get back on our feet. It's our turn now to keep moving forward. Speaking of which, that man from the FBSA, Matthew Habashi, wanted me to give you a message. Something about a lead he had. I think you might want to look into what Matthew Habashi found out as soon as you can. Seraph is always looking to help out with things in Atlas. I know you can help them out. Civil Liberty, just watch out for Theory. I've heard he's a little weird. Aaron Theory. There's a scientist who works for Seraph. His name's Aaron Theory. Matthew Habashi said he might be able to help regarding the situation with Arachnos in Atlas Park. He'd like for you to go talk to him and see what you can find out. Okay, leave. So, as you can see, Sandra is no longer on our contacts list. We've used them all. So let's go hit these various contacts. I'm not going to go to Father Time. I'm just not. But we will go to Aaron Theory first. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Okay. Boing. 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 Bouncing along the monorail tracks. Okay. Aaron Theory. Ask about available missions. Matthew Habashi has informed me about what you know, which is that Arachnos has been trying to destabilize the area of Atlas. An interesting idea, to say the least, attacking the heart of a city of heroes. Title drop. I've been keeping my eye on peculiar events. I believe I know where we may be able to strike to prevent Arachnos from attaining its goal of total domination over Atlas Park. What do you know? There's been a large gathering of Hellions in the northern parts of Argosy Industrial. That area was once the center of industrial work in Paragon, but that honor has since gone to Independence Port. The mostly empty warehouses there are now being used by the Hellions. I deduced that it's highly possible that the Hellions are setting a stage for Arachnos to use those warehouses for some sort of invasion. I would suggest a full-out attack on the Hellions to prevent this from happening. Okay. Fight off the Hellions in Argosy Industrial, defeat 15 Hellions, and I need to go... Where? Where's my... here. Okay, where am I? I don't see myself on the map, that's the problem. Okay. Ah, there. Defeat 15 Arachnos. I thought it was going to be Hellions. Okay. But it's obviously Arachnos, so let me beat up on some Arachnos. Okay, there's 4 of them here. I think I'll be fine. Okay. And I only need to defeat 11 more of them. Okay. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 1. And since they come in pairs, I'll defeat both of them. Why just build 1 when you can build 2 for twice the cost? Alright. Clue found. It's telling me to go back to Aaron Theory. One thing I want to do first, though. Alright. I'm going to go level up again. I'm going to take a quick drink of water while I'm doing it. Now, once I level up to level 6, I'm going to go ahead and turn off my experience points again. During the winter event, they're offering triple experience points. And while I enjoy leveling up as much as the next guy, what I really want to do is I want to do the storylines for the Let's Play. And I don't want to out-level all the storylines. That's just not a good idea. Okay, should I take another combat power, another defense power? You know what, I'm going to take a second. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take a third attack power. Okay. Now let's get back to Aaron Theory, our mission contact. Jumping across the Rooftops of Paragon City. Alright, Aaron Theory. This is a very intriguing turn of events, Sub-Liberty. It seems my calculations were off about about the Arachnos incursion. I had believed your best efforts in Atlas would be to deter them, but it seems it only served to fuel their anger to begin their invasion. Very curious. I believe this will be the time where your true worth will be put to the test. Do you believe that you have the abilities to help push back Arachnos? Arachnos will not stop until they've taken over all of Atlas. The situation is somewhat dire, you could say. Most of the Freedom Phalanx are currently unable to help fight, whether it is due to issues in Galaxy City or with the threats of the Praetorians. The fate of Atlas is left in the hands of heroes such as yourself. Our goal will have to be to find where the main base of Arachnos is and strike at it. We'll have to go after their leaders then. Correct. In order to find out where they are staging their attack from, we must strike down their higher-ranking officials, their commanders. I would suggest you go out and take the fight to them. It is possible that we may find information on them regarding the location of their main headquarters, or, at the very least, a method in which they are communicating to each other. Dun da da dun. Okay. Ooh, roof's on fire. Oh hey, hi. How you doing? This is a commander. I'm supposed to defeat commanders. 5 of them. Know what I did? I forgot to turn off my experience. So let's do that now. You know what, guys? I think I'll punch one of you until you're unconscious. Or both of you. Did I see that right? That fire's like spread all the way across the road there. Wow. That's impressive. There's another commander. Punching, 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 punching. Okay, how many more do I need? I need 3 more. Okay, I'm actually one-punching a couple of these dudes. Ah, and here's another one of those badge plaques that I tell you about. The warehouse you see before you was instrumental in the Lost's plan to psychically dominate the city. After the Grim Fairy apprehended the group's ringleader, Ishmael, she discovered that the Lost had kept many citizens imprisoned here for months in order to practice their mental techniques on live subjects. Horrified, the Grim Fairy appealed for help to the Freedom Phalanx, and Positron dispatched a task force to rescue the imprisoned civilians. So there we go. And these guys have just respawned. They are respawning like bunnies, aren't they? How many more do I need? 2? Okay, 1 more. Okay. Now it says I need to find 3 hidden explosives. Luckily, I have glowy vision, and the 3 hidden explosives are glowing and making a humming noise. It is always a good sign. All we gotta do is find a 3rd, right? Oh, over here. Oh, for crying out loud, yeah, they're shooting at me now. Fine, I'll beat the crap out of all of you. This is what I do because I am a superheroine. I'm a superhero. Oh, for crying out loud. Can you believe this? While I was fighting the other group, this group respawned. How cheap is that? Okay, now I gotta go back to air in theory. I think someone was shooting at us. Okay, it's a good thing you stopped the bombing plot. It seems though that we're no further in finding out where the Arachnos base is. There are a few heroes who've answered the call to help fight off Arachnos, but there's still many who've refused. Many believe they are not good enough to make a difference. It's unreasonable really to believe that just because you have super abilities that you're a superhero, and because of that, we find ourselves in our current situation. Let us see what you can do to get out of to get us out of it. Did you by chance see large Arachnos' pylons? I've received some data from Matthew Habashi that these pylons are being used as a method of communication. Arachnos sends their data through numerous pylons in order to hide exactly where their data center is located. It's reasonable then to assume that if enough of these pylons are destroyed, we could be able to predict with greater accuracy where the main Arachnos base is. According to my predictions, I would say 3. Rule of 3, guys. It always comes in 3, or 5, or 7, or 10 sometimes, 15. There are several other heroes tracking down the locations as well as taking down the pylons, but you, Civil Liberty, are the forefront of it. I'll let Matthew Habashi know to contact me when the scientists at Seraph and the agents at the FBSA have pinpointed the location of the Arachnos base. Okay, and the pylons were over in this direction. Because rubber banding is a thing. I can tell I'm going to have to fight this group 2 or 3 times before I get rid of this one pylon. Hey, there we go. Okay. Is there 3 of them? No. Oh, I'm apparently running out of endurance. And we'll head back to Air in Theory. Destroy the pylons and received an alarming message from Matthew Havishi. This is unexpected. Who would have thought that a normal man like Matthew Havishi would run off to do something so brave? I definitely did not believe it would happen, yet it is no surprise that Arachnos base would be heavily fortified. It is their main method of conducting the invasion. I suppose it also makes sense for them to keep their prisoners there as well. Havishi's plan could just work. Arachnos would be pleased to get their hands on an FBSA agent, enough that they would lower their guard, focusing on bringing him in. That would be the time for you to strike. I've received the exact location of where Arachnos base is. The FBSA has confirmed Matthew Havishi has gone MIA. I can only assume that he is currently within the bowels of the base. I would hurry if I were you. Havishi plans on using his position in the FBSA as leverage, hoping they will keep him alive long enough for you to arrive, but I do not believe that will work. What? Why will it not work? Arachnos already has an agent on the inside. It's how they were able to get to Atlas Park so easy. It's also how they knew about the meteor strike in Galaxy City. Arachnos was in Galaxy mere minutes after the meteors hit. That is no coincidence, Civil Liberty, and Arachnos is not that well organized that they could pull it off themselves. Someone within one of the organizations is helping them, and that is why Matthew Havishi will die. If you do not hurry, that is. So, we have a mission for our next episode. I am, however, going to end this one here. Thank you for watching once again. I'm having a ball playing this game. I hope you enjoyed watching me play this game. While you're out and about, please be safe, guys. The virus is still out there. If you liked what I'm doing, click like. Click subscribe. I could always use the more subscribers. Come back for the next episode, by all means. I will see you then. When you go out, guys, be kind. The world needs more kindness. Bye-bye.